pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure talk.
Local news and weather brought to you by Mississippi Energy Services. We're your fast, affordable, and friendly generator service company. msenergy.us. msenergy.us.
The decision on the chief of police position. Today, sunny and 76. Tonight, clear and 50. Thursday, sunny and 77. Friday, low 80s with a 40% chance for showers. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. The search for Jackson's next police chief is a slow go. Mayor John Horn says money kept them from getting a search committee going.
We were not able to even hire the search committee until after the fiscal year started because we didn't have any money.
For now, Sheriff Tyree Jones may be confirmed as police chief because an interim chief is only allowed for 3 months. The National Folk Festival is expected to bring thousands of people to downtown Jackson this weekend. Capitol Police say they'll be working with JPD and other agencies to make the area as safe as they can.
There will be a very large number of officers that will be at different points designated within the festival.
Capitol Police Chief Bo Luckey says they'll also have officers looking out for auto burglars. 22-year-old Rodney Cooper of Hattiesburg has been booked into jail. Cops say they found 22 pounds of weed, cocaine, guns, and $10,000 cash at his house with a search warrant this week. Cooper is a felon and wasn't supposed to have the guns, and no one is supposed to have the drugs. The whereabouts of one rhesus monkey is still in question in Jasper County. A woman shot and killed one of the creatures Sunday when it was in her yard. Both Tulane and the company that claims ownership of the monkeys insist they were not infected with anything and are not or were not infectious. Mississippi Gas now $2.55 on average, says Gas Buddy. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents.
Welcome into the Lindsay Beckham Show on this post-election Wednesday. Coming to you live from the heart of Flora, Mississippi, in the Cotton Exchange Plaza from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. Definitely go check them out. They offer everything from weight loss to hormone replacement therapy, facials, skincare, aesthetics, just general wellness, all the things that you need to do for yourself. Women, especially, we find it so easy to neglect our well-being, especially after we become wives and moms and we are taking care of all the people and all the things. We become, not only do we have our real jobs, but we also become chauffeurs and maids and cooks, and sometimes you've got to take the time to take care of yourself, and Women's Wellness is a great place where you can go and do that, do everything in one spot. You see some wrinkles that you didn't have before you had kids, they've got a Botox plan. If you have not been able to lose the baby weight, if you were like me and you have a bunch of babies carried two at one time, Women's Wellness of Mississippi is the place for you. They can get you fixed up. I've had incredible results. I know Clay has had incredible results. Sean has had incredible results. So go check them out. They are a place where everything is under one roof and you will not regret it at all. So these elections, remember how we talked about all the reasons we should vote? Because when you don't vote, what you end up with is not good. I, for one, think this is a wake-up call, and I think this is going to benefit us in the long run, but not before it gets bad. My heart truly bleeds for my friends in Virginia, my friends in New Jersey, who really poured their heart and souls into these gubernatorial elections and are so disappointed this morning and today and feeling helpless. They got out, they did everything they could, but until the rest of America wakes up and people get out and vote, this is what is going to continue to happen. You know, when somebody tells you who they are, you should probably believe them. We live in the United States of America, the greatest country there's ever been, where so many fought and died. They gave their lives for our freedom. And here we are in 2025. I heard Andrew on his show before I came on talking about the percentage of New Yorkers who showed up to vote yesterday. Less than 25% of the registered voters, or the people of age to vote in New York City, showed up to vote. So not exercising that freedom is one thing. That's bad enough. But again, we are a free country, and we are electing socialist. They tell us they're socialist. What part of that makes any sense whatsoever? Look, just because Donald Trump was elected, just because he has signed off on all these executive orders, does not mean that we can just let our states go to hell in a handbasket. They are going to struggle for the next 4 years in New Jersey. They are going to struggle for the next 4 years in Virginia. They are going to have people pushing these radical agendas in our schools, telling kids that they can be something they're not, affirming a lie, making them believe that what they were born as is not good enough. That being born in the image of God, created the way that He made you, is not good enough. And that sure, you can be anything you want today. We'll keep that secret from your parents. We'll go along with that. We'll slice and dice your body. We'll remove the parts that will make you infertile for the rest of your life. That's what we're going to get now. That is what we are going to get in Virginia and New Jersey, because the socialists that push those agendas were elected yesterday. Now, here's my thought process. I think this is going to turn out to be a blessing in disguise in the long run. Because here we are, 3 years out from the next presidential election. We saw Democrats win in these states yesterday. In the biggest city in the country, there's now a mayor who is a socialist. So what I want everybody to do is pay real close attention to New Jersey, to Virginia, to New York City. Let's look at where they are 2 years from now. Stephen, I completely agree. Stephen says they deserve what they got. They do. They do. It kills me for the ones that fought so hard and feel so defeated today. But if you live in one of those states and you have children, and you didn't get out and vote, I don't want to hear you complaining. A republic, if you can keep it. Well, not exercising your right to get out and vote is going to destroy our country. Going to destroy the greatest country ever to exist. Allowing these self-proclaimed socialists into office is going to make those states one of the worst places imaginable to raise children. Because as you know, these little minds are like sponges and they absorb every single thing from such a young age. Those are the agendas that are going to be pushed on these very young minds. We lost here in Mississippi our super Republican majority in the Senate. Now, you want someone to blame for that, I would point you right at the lieutenant governor over there, who claims to be a Republican, but we all know that's not the case. He signs off on all these redistricting maps. The Senate does. And he made sure that we were going to lose a few Republicans in the process. This is not the first time he's done that. I'm sure it won't be the last. Well, hopefully it will be. Hopefully he will be done at the end of this term, and goodness knows he needs to just go on to the House. You know, we were successful in a few areas. My friend Colleen Wise did win her Justice Court judge race here in Madison County. I got to go out last night to her watch party and see her and give her a big hug and congratulate her. She ran a heck of a campaign. And I'll tell you one thing about Colleen, and I know it's been this big point discussion topic that she's not an attorney. But I'll tell you this about Colleen. I've worked the polls with her almost every election over the last 3 years or so, 3 or 4 years. You will not find a harder worker. You will not find someone as consistent, who wants to do things right, who wants to do things by the book, efficiently, but correctly, with a better moral compass than Colleen Wise. I know there have been jokes made about the I voted sticker contest. I believe the I voted sticker contest, and I shared this with some of my friends across the country in Moms for Liberty, and they completely agree with me that this was a brilliant idea, a brilliant way to get children involved at an early age, to teach them about elections and election integrity and how to vote, the importance of voting. I do not believe that it was a waste of time or money. I've served on the GOP Executive Committee in Madison County with Colleen. She pushed for the I Voted sticker contest. The first year they had it, my daughter placed third. She did not place this past year, but she did submit 2 entries and had a blast doing it and got to learn in the process. I think it's a great way to honor young people in the community and, again, to educate them. So I'll be the first to endorse Colleen and who she is, what she stands for. I believe she is going to do a phenomenal job. Obviously, she's highly respected. She was the person appointed to this position before it came up for re-election. So I congratulate her. I think she's going to prove a lot of people wrong that don't think she can do the job just because she doesn't have a college degree or a 4-year college degree or having been to school to be an attorney. I think she's going to do an incredible job. And I'm so proud of her and so excited for her. We got to take a break. When we come back, we are going to also talk about some other wins that we had yesterday. It wasn't all bad, but I bet you hadn't heard about these wins yet. Y'all stay with me. We'll be right back here to break that down here on The Lindsay Beckham Show. Break that down here on The Lindsay Beckham Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Pure Air Consultants has always been your go-to for reliable and affordable heating and cooling systems, and now we are offering Day and Night brand to avoid the 25 to 30% increases that everyone is talking about. With Day and Night, Pure Air Consultants professionals can install a reliable system with a 10-year system warranty, and right now receive $20 off on service diagnostic fees. Call us today, 601-939-7420, mypureairconsultants.com.
Nick Bain served Mississippi for over a decade in the State House. During that time, he fought for our children by protecting them against explicit materials pushed by the woke agenda. He protected taxpayers by streamlining government and helped create policies that have made Mississippi better. Nick and his team at Bain Bowen will use the same tenacity in helping you with all your legal matters. Call them today at 601-953-2994. Find Nick online at bainbowen.com. That's BAIN Bowen.com.
Friday night lights, family, and a hot Johnny's Pizza House pizza on the table. Now, that's our kind of hunt. Make it a sweep the kitchen and bring everyone together. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice. Here in the South, we keep our football loud and our pizza loaded. Grab a Johnny's Pizza House, sweep the kitchen, and cheer on your hometown team. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house frozen, cause my air conditioning's on. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Looking to elevate your ride? Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck have you covered. From rugged bumpers to sleek step bars, Weston's top-notch accessories will transform your truck into a head-turner. And at Rick's Pro Truck, we specialize in custom installations that bring your vision to life. Visit us today for expert advice and unbeatable deals. Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck, where your truck's potential comes alive. Weston and RPT. Trucks live here.
At Bank of Yazoo, we believe that common sense makes for better banking. That's why we've taken our array of checking accounts and simplified them for you, boiling down features and benefits to create our New You, Achieve You, Benefit You, and Protect You checking accounts. Ready to discover how simple is better? Talk with us today. Bank of Yazoo, Bank of You. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Come together right now.
We are back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I'll tell you what, I'm super thankful for this weather we've been having. It's just been the perfect weather that we only get to experience for a week or two here in the state of Mississippi. Of course, my mom always used to tell me, if you don't like the weather, just stick around. It'll change, because it does change so quickly here. I guess it's a blessing, though, to get to really experience summers and winters. It gets really, really hot, and it most of the time gets really cold at some point. But when it's hot, you definitely need air conditioning if you live in the state of Mississippi, especially given how humid it gets. And you know who to call for that. My Pure Air Consultants, or Pure Air Consultants. The website is mypureairconsultants.com. Thankful to them for sponsoring the Lindsay Beckham Show and WYAB. You know, we really have a great lineup here on the station. And now that we are full throttle, 50,000 watts, the largest signal of a station in the state that's non-music. But by the way, there are some Christmas packages, sponsoring packages. We will be playing Christmas music. I'll have to go back and look at the dates, but over the holidays, during that break when most of your hosts will be off for Christmas, there are some sponsorship packages for those days when they'll be playing just the Christmas music. If you're interested in that, please let me know. I think we also now have a spot open as well for a church service on Sunday mornings. And so if that's something you are interested in, you can reach out to any of us here at the station. But we have a great lineup. We have Chip Matthews on from 6 to 7 a.m. every morning, followed by the Clay Edwards Show from 7 to 9, actually 7 to 10 on Mondays. On Tuesdays, that 9 o'clock hour, you get Chip again from 9 to 10. Wednesdays and Thursdays, Mike Madison. And then Fridays, Chris Davis has the Blues and Music Hour from 9 to 10 on Fridays. 10 to 12, you've got all Gosser, no breaks. The Andrea Gosser Show, followed by my show here from 12 to 1. Then we do some national shows and round out the day with Kim Wade for the drive home from 4 to 6. Radio strongman himself. Missing Kim this week. I've been producing his show the last couple months while his producer was out. He is he's our claim to fame here. Cliff, who is Kim's producer, he has done several plays over at New Stage. So this is his first full week back. I don't know what to do with myself anymore. I miss all Kim's jokes. I'm going to have to, I guess, start listening to the radio from 4 to 6 so that I can hear him. But I saw a post this morning my friend Alex made, and she's been on the show before. She's the mom in New Jersey who was removed as a troop leader from their local Girl Scouts because she refused to promote the gay and trans flag in the event spaces, which was a church, by the way, where the Girl Scouts were meeting. And so she and I have become good friends. It's funny to think that most of my really good friends are just kind of scattered all over the country. But she posted this morning, and my heart just really, really bleeds for her. She lives in New Jersey, and then my friend Jamie, who lives in Virginia, because I just know the heart and soul that they poured into their states in an attempt to get the right people elected yesterday. But Alex posted this. She said, "Today I woke up from what seemed like an actual nightmare. We can sit here and blame, but that won't do any good. The fact remains that they stooped low, called in bomb threats, had machines flipping names, and frankly, many in our state who just don't care enough to vote or get involved. But we are Jersey strong, so we will fight. The schools will get worse, and they will come after our homeschool rights. And this, to fight this government overreach and blatant violation of parental rights will become our mission from this day on. Who is with me? Let's do this." So we're not backing down. Our members are not going to stop. They're not going to give up. They're not going to go sit in a corner and cry. They are motivated now more than ever to defend their parental rights at all levels of government, to save their children's schools. And I proudly stand with them. I saw that my friend Jamie in Virginia shared Alex's post and said, "This is exactly how I feel as well." So these moms across the country who are truly invested in their children's lives, in their children's education, in their children's future, they're not going to just lay down and die. If anything, there has been a spark lit in them to fight harder, longer, deeper. Things don't happen overnight. That was one thing I was truly concerned about when President Trump was elected, because I heard so many people talking about how grocery prices were going to go down. The housing market was going to become affordable. Drill, baby, drill. That's all we got to do, and things are going to change overnight. That's silly. That can't happen. That's not the way it works. And it's something I say all the time, but I stand behind it 1,000,000%, is I don't know why anyone who voted for Donald Trump is surprised by anything he's done, because he's doing everything he said he was going to do. Everything he campaigned on. He campaigned on illegal immigrants. He campaigned on building a wall, closing the border. He campaigned on tariffs. So if you don't like it, then why'd you vote for it? I'll tell you, I'm a little afraid of what's going to happen in some of these states. But I do think it is going to be a place to point our fingers and say, look at the mess. Look at the mess in the states where we've allowed Democrats and socialists to lead. But what I wanted to tell you about as well is another place where we succeeded yesterday, and that is in school board races across the country. It made me so happy to see my phone lighting up every few minutes last night with a new school board member in a race where Moms for Liberty had endorsed. So we had winners in Arkansas, many in Pennsylvania. I think we actually flipped the school board in Butler, Pennsylvania. Many in Washington, several in Colorado, which is, as you know, one of the most liberal states we've got. They have passed some horrible, horrible legislation when it comes to transgender rights in schools. So it is with pleasure that I see these wins in the state of Colorado, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So I think we flipped a school board there. And one in Butler, like I said, a whole lot of wins in Pennsylvania. Bergen County, New Jersey. So even in a state that voted blue yesterday, we still won some school board seats. And that's what we need. We need these conservative school board members to come in and stand their ground when this top-down mess is being pushed from the Department of Education. So while yesterday was disappointing in many ways, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged to see the wins we saw in many, many, many school board elections yesterday in some of the bluest, most far left-leaning states in the country. We are winning. There may be setbacks. And obviously, the New York mayor, the New Jersey and Virginia governors are definitely a setback, especially in those areas. But it doesn't change the fact that we are winning. Let's see, we got a call. Hey there, you're on the air.
Yes, I was just curious and everything. How do you think New York is going to come through? Is all the rich people going to leave, and it's just going to be nothing but poor people there?
I think we're going to see a lot of people leave. I do. I think there's going to be a mass exodus, and I think it's sad to me that those people didn't care enough to get out and vote yesterday.
That's right. And all the big top corporations, you think they're going to hang around in there, or maybe Broadway? Would they leave?
I think it
so much. Yeah, just kidding. I mean, I don't know.
I think it just depends on how bad it truly gets, but I can't see it going well. Everything I have read about this mayor, it just screams that there's no way that can work. The things that he stands for and the things that he's wanting to implement, I don't understand where he thinks all this money is going to come from.
He thinks Uncle Sugar will give it to him, I think. He'd be like California, everything. No, we're a welfare state. Actually, we get more back than we put in. Too. Yeah. We're in that situation, but we're not. I mean, we're not like they are. I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to watch this play out. And like I was saying earlier, I really think that this is going to benefit us in the long run as conservatives, because this is what we're going to be able to point our fingers at the next presidential election and say, look what happened. Look what happened in the areas where you allowed Democrats and socialists to come in and run things. It didn't go so well.
Yeah. And also, I'd be curious to see how Wall Street reacts. There, all the top companies up there, and everything.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch it play out for sure.
I was just curious. I didn't know. I'm just thinking about that,
Yeah, that's
But the thing about it,
it's a good point.
I just wonder how eventually it will affect us. I don't know, some way that they, but we'll just see, because when I don't know, it's just we're in a lot of ways that we're in a fight politically, money wise, and everything. So we'll just see what happens. God's still in charge.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch how this plays out. I do think there are going to be a lot of people leave. We've seen so many people leaving California. I think we're going to see that in New York, and and to watch how the economy works there. I don't know how this man is going to be able to implement the things that he says he wants to implement, where that money is going to come from, but we'll see. I feel like it's going to crash and burn. We got to take our next break. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back here to discuss the elections yesterday and so much more here on the Lindsay Beckham Show. Yesterday and so much more here on the Lindsay Beckham Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Friday night lights, family, and a hot Johnny's Pizza House pizza on the table. Now that's our kind of hustle. Make it a sweep the kitchen and bring everyone together. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice. Here in the South, we keep our football loud and our pizza loaded. Grab a Johnny's Pizza House, sweep the kitchen, and cheer on your hometown team. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
CBS News special report. Supreme Court justices appear skeptical of President Trump's sweeping unilateral tariffs. They heard arguments today on his use of an emergency law as justification. Justice Alito.
I know you dispute the fact that this is a real emergency. Maybe it's not. But isn't it the very nature of an emergency provision that is going to be more open-ended?
Plaintiff's attorney Neil Katyal.
They are tariffing the entire world in peacetime, and they are doing it and asserting a power that no president in our history has ever had.
Lower courts sided with small businesses and states that argued the administration exceeded its authority. This business owner outside the court.
The tariff announcement came last March, right after I placed my order for this season's inventory. And I didn't know if by September it would land at 45% or 145%. So I had to make hard choices really fast with little to no information.
CBS News special report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, experience counts. And the Rusty Healy Agency has been serving Madison and the rest of the Jackson Metro for over 35 years. Local agent Landon Thompson is keeping that trusted tradition going strong. As a local independent agent, he's not locked into one provider. The Rusty Healy Agency can shop the top insurance companies to find the best fit for you. And everyone knows that the Rusty Healy Agency and Landon Thompson offer top quality local customer service. Contact Landon today at 601-856-3681.
The mowing season is full on here in Mississippi. I'm David Frederick, owner of Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. The industry-changing Exmark Laser Z commercial mower turns 30 years old this year and has been redesigned with even more great features you just have to see. We have a sale going on with instant rebates, and 0% financing is available too. Stop by our store and let our award-winning staff show you the Exmark difference. Fredericks and Exmark, over 3 decades serving you in Brandon since 1993.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
UrgeVet Emergency Vets Madison has been serving your pets for 5 years now. From late night emergencies to weekend worries, we have been here caring for your pets when your regular vet isn't available.
From the moment you walk in the door, our team of veterinary professionals is here to care for your pets at all hours of the nights, on weekends, and holidays. Located at 15 Olympic Way in Madison. Call us at 601-790-1918. UrgeVet, always here when your pet needs us most.
Ken here with Rapid Oil Change, a leader in fast service and fleet account maintenance for over 40 years, providing routine maintenance for most makes and models, keeping downtime to a minimum. We accept most local and national fleet accounts. Can't see at night? Headlights looking faded? Check out our newest service, the Bright Light Headlight Restoration Kit by Mighty Automotive, available now. Keep your vehicle ready for the road ahead. And remember, drive hard with Castrol Edge. Open 6 days a week with 6 locations to serve. Visit us online for specials and location information at oilchangems.com.
Welcome back to the Lindsay Beckham Show. We are live, coming to you live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. I guess I need to get a Rumble set up. I have not done that yet, but it is on my to-do list. 601-879-0002 is the number to call in to the station and talk on air with me today. Let me know your thoughts about the elections yesterday, what you think is going to happen over the next few years in these states that clearly lost their minds or just forgot to get out and vote. I'm really not sure which one. 601-879-4648 is the text line. If you have anything that you would like to say but don't want to be on air, you can always text me at that number. Usually I see those if I'm not in the middle of a rant or something. But yeah, we did see some big wins yesterday as far as school board elections go. We did see what I call a win here in Madison County as far as our justice court judge race, which was the only one on my ballot yesterday. I did go vote when I left the station after the show. Got my sticker, posted my picture, because if you don't, then it doesn't count, right? Got to post that picture with your I voted sticker. It was the first time I have not worked the polls in the last several years, and I missed it. Of course, I imagine they had a very long day because of the low turnout. And I know if you listen to me often, you probably are sick of hearing me say this, but I'm going to say it again because I do think it's so important. Maybe I should start saying it every single day. We have to vote in the most local elections. It's the only way that we can get healthy as a country is to start at the bottom. You cannot start at the top. There are some school board elections across the country that are held by themselves. They just happen to fall at a time where they're the only election on the ballot. And when we see that happen, we see roughly about 3 to 6% of registered voters show up to vote in those elections. That's abysmal. That is pathetic. I understand life is hectic and life is busy, especially when you have 5 kids like I do. I get it. You're running here, there, and everywhere, and you don't even have your head screwed on straight. You can't even hear yourself think half the time. I get it. I'm a single widowed mom with 5 children ranging in age from 6 to 16. It never stops. But I also understand we have a country to save here. I also understand all too well that if we don't do our part, what are we going to leave for our children to inherit? A big mess? That's not what I want to do. That's not how I want to leave things for the world that my children and their children live in. One thing I love that we do at Moms for Liberty, and I'm going to start incorporating this into the show. And I've been saying that to myself, but I can't think of a better time to do it than now. Every time we start a meeting, whether that be a meeting with just the national team that we have once a month, whether that be the meetings that we have with our chapter chairs once a month, or whether that be at our summits where people are speaking from the stage, the first thing that we do, well, there's two things actually. We pray, and we have what we call a Madison Minute, and we'll call on somebody different to give the Madison Minute. So I think that's pretty fitting and pretty perfect for me to begin opening my show with a Madison Minute, especially since this is Madison County. But what a Madison Minute is it's a quote or a line from one of our founding fathers or someone that has gone before us in the political sphere that resonates with us, that means something to us. And my favorite Madison Minute, and the one that I use a good bit, is from Thomas Paine. If there must be trouble, let it come in my day, so that my children may have peace. And if that doesn't just punch you in the gut and make you want to get up and get involved and pour your blood, sweat, and tears into this country, then I don't know what will. Let me go before you. Let me fix your problems so that you can live in a peaceful world. That's what I want for my babies. I feel like that's what many, many moms and dads across this country want for their children as well. I'm sorry, but we just can't be too busy. That's not good enough anymore. We can't say, oh, I forgot. I don't have time. You make the time. We have to. It's required. If we want to continue to live in the greatest country to ever exist, if we want to continue to have a free country, if we want to continue to be able to go to a voting booth and vote for who we think deserves that elected official position, then I'm sorry. You better make the time. Don't be afraid to get out there and get your hands dirty. Our children depend on it. We'll be right back. On it. We'll be right back.
WYAB.
Looking for farm fresh produce, high quality local beef, dairy, and desserts? Look no further than the Farm Store in Flora. We've got the sweetest, juiciest fruits and vibrant vegetables from Two Dog Farms, plus premium beef, all from right here in the community. Whether you're cooking up a feast or just grabbing a healthy snack, the Farm Store has got you covered. Freshness you can taste, prices you'll love. Find us on Facebook at The Farm Store by Two Dog Farm.
Vans Comics Cards and Games is your local sports cards and memorabilia store, plus Pokemon, board games, comics, and more. Get in the game, make history, and own it at Vans Comics Cards and Games, Pear Orchard Road in Ridgeland, and at vansccg.com. Better ingredients, better pizza with a better website. Papa John's and papajohns.com team up for the best experience. Save more with Papa Rewards and all the best deals. Order today and enjoy the new specials and Papa's pairings at papajohns.com and at locations throughout the metro.
Did you know that the average six-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Hey, this is Ben Ingram from the Braves Radio Network. We're in commercial right now, so I want to let my sister take over and tell you about Hometown Property Group.
Thanks, Ben. This is Mary Claire Putman with Hometown Property Group. Whether you're buying or selling, we are committed to guiding you through your real estate transaction with integrity, exceptional service, and remarkable results. Madison County has been my home for 40 years. I'd love to help make it yours, too.
That's Hometown Property Group. Give them a call at 601-853-6080.
The best investment on earth is earth. This is real estate agent Shane Saxton. As I like to say, the government can print more money, but they can't print more land. In the past 2 years, I've sold over $100 million in real estate. Call me today to get your land and home sold, because Saxton Sales isn't just a slogan. It's backed up by hundreds of satisfied clients just like you.
Find one of Mississippi's top real estate agents, Shane Saxton, on Facebook, or call Shane at 601-540-5040. Upper Property, 601-724-1435.
Hi, folks. Kim Wade here. Mississippi Energy Services provides generators. That's right. You may not need it now, but when you need backup power, you need a backup power generator from Mississippi Energy Services. Never again have to worry about being without heat, air conditioning, or all your frozen items spoiling because your energy was lost. You got backup power now, and it's so reliable. You'll be pleased with Mississippi Energy Services. Online at msenergy.us.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris at Fannin Mart on the Res is quickly becoming Rankin County's go-to spot for pizza, burgers, pasta, appetizers, daiquiris, and more. Try their famous Wheel of Flavor pizza. You can add up to 3 different specialty pizzas onto one pie, such as the Margarita, Sergeant Pepperoni, Acme Beet Buster, Pig, 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 Pesto Chicken, the Old Mexico, the Supreme, or hey, just build your own custom pizza. Acme also has a full bar with 9 different frozen daiquiris to choose from. Open daily at 4 p.m. Acme Pizza and Daiquiris.
Antique Mall of the South has 14,000 square feet of pristine, clean floor space. Home to beautiful, timeless antique treasures. Antique Mall of the South is open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. Check them out online at antiquemallofthesouth.com or go to the Antique Mall of the South Facebook page. You can also read the dozens of 5-star reviews online. Come see for yourself at Antique Mall of the South in Ridgeland. Now open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. That's Antique Mall of the South, Highway 51 in Ridgeland.
Come together right now.
We are back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show. The last few minutes of the show today. Sean will be here tomorrow with me. We're going to be discussing the Delta law enforcement officers who have been arrested in this sting of, I guess, drugs being imported into our state, into our counties, into our cities. I mean, that's pretty scary. You would think as law enforcement, they would want to crack down on the crime in their areas. Yet when you are bringing drugs in, it's like you're inviting in the crime. There's one monkey out there on the loose still. And I know this is not funny. I know this is real. But my goodness, the headlines just crack me up. It is like we are living in a twilight zone. And I don't know if y'all saw Clay's post Sunday morning about there being a monkey on the loose in Jackson, because he had gotten word of that. Honestly, like literally a monkey. And the people that accused him of being racist are claiming that he was making a racist statement by that. Look, me and Clay fight over some stuff, but I thought that was quite comical because there truly are monkeys on the loose. Literal monkeys. Oh, goodness. I guess if you know Clay well enough, you just got to know how to take him. But to be accused of that comment being racist, I thought was quite comical. But Sean will be here tomorrow. We will be breaking those things down. And as always, we are still very much invested in the Eddie Williams case. We are still digging and we are still talking to many people. And we'll have an update on that for you too. Same time, same place tomorrow. See you guys then. Bye.